Hello, Doll here. I want to do another video for Freeform Dreadlock Talk. Freeform Dreadlock Talk is a show where I share with you the experiences I've had thus far with having Freeform Dreadlocks for 24 years. I wanted to talk to you guys about people who are giving advice who don't have Freeform Dreadlocks, or people who are speaking about dreadlocks in general who don't even have dreadlocks. It doesn't make any sense to me. It almost seems like those people that are speaking about dreadlocks or just freeform dreadlocks in general and don't have dreadlocks miss having dreadlocks. I've seen a few videos on YouTube of people talking about different people's dreadlocks and showing photos of all these different people with dreadlocks, asking for people to send in photos of their head of dreadlocks. It just seems weird to me, this existence of people making videos who don't even have dreadlocks, speaking on it and commenting on the style of it and the different techniques. And it's just weird to see people who don't have dreadlocks or freeform dreadlocks talking about them. I don't get that, and I don't get why all these people are watching this. Why people are watching stuff like this. It seems like it gets to a point where it's like an idol type of thing, where people are just flocking to certain videos for that reason. It's just weird to me. This reality on YouTube is just weird, especially when it comes to dreadlocks. If you look up anything freeform try looking up freeform dreadlocks and see what you get on here on YouTube. It's just amazing what you get. You don't get a lot of people with dreadlocks that aren't separated. You get a lot of people that have separated locks. My locks, I don't separate my locks. It looks like I do, but I don't. They separate themselves, and whichever ones don't separate, they combine with the other. But what's weird is just all these people talking about dreadlocks that don't even have dreadlocks. I just find it very odd and peculiar. It's almost like they miss having dreadlocks, so they want to feel like they still have them by looking at other people's dreadlocks and speaking on them. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just very weird to me. And one of the YouTube pages actually has some of the comments sections in their videos disabled. There was one of them and that's the same one that I left a comment asking, why did you cut off your dreadlocks? But this person probably already has a video about that. I just didn't look further, which I probably should do. But yeah, it just is weird to me. And dreadlocks have become more like a fashion statement, a trend, and not like something people are doing because they want to give their head a rest from manipulating it and putting in all kinds of tight hairstyles and experiencing a lot of hair loss at the root. A lot of people are, because they're doing so much shit to their hair. If you're one of those people, there is a way you can stop doing that. Just don't do it anymore. Find other things to occupy your time with besides your hair. I belong to this group on Facebook for Freeform Dreadlocks. It's called Freeform Locks, LOCS. I use dreadlocks, and I've noticed that when I've put up videos recently with the title Freeform Dreadlocks instead of Freeform Locks, LOCS, my videos won't load up as easily. So it's a specific language that we're going with when it comes to freeform dreadlocks. It's not freeform dreadlocks, it's freeform locks, LOCS. I got into talking about that in another video ages ago, and whatever. I think you should be able to choose what you put on the title of your video, but whatever. That's just me. But yeah, people are just obsessed. They're obsessed. And once you become someone who isn't obsessed with your hair, then you'll have a healthy head of hair. People are just doing erratic things to their head because they're losing their mind. They can't settle in to a spiritual journey that keeps them grounded and keeps them knowing exactly what they came here to do in the first place on this planet. That's what I feel like is going on with this whole freeform dreadlock mania. It feels like I said, I belong to this one freeform lock LOCS group on Facebook, and people be posting photos like seems like every single day, and like it's like watching grass grow. Nothing new has happened. It's just let it do what it does. Let your hair do what it does. Let it be free. Stop trying to do all this shit to it. And stop getting upset when people cut their locks off. It's not your journey. Figure out what your journey is. Then everything becomes less confusing. You're not obsessed with looking at yourself, looking at your dreads all the time, stretching your hair out to see if it's down to your waist. You know what I mean? It's really crazy how obsessive people are getting right now. And have been, it's not just all of a sudden, but it's even worse now. People being erratic and cutting their hair off and thinking, oh God, what did I do? Shit. Take some time out and meditate. Before you decide to do things that are drastic and extreme, sit down and meditate on it before you do that. Because you may regret it. You just may regret making these drastic changes. People think, I'm going to make this change, I'm going to cut my dreads off, get rid of all this negativity, I'm done with it. Let's just make a fresh start. It doesn't always work like that. I mean, I did the big chop ages ago, back in the 90s. And I didn't call it no big chop. It wasn't no big name to it. It was just I cut off my hair because it was damaged. That's what that was about. Now they have to make some fancy title, big chop. All this shit is just annoying and ridiculous. And people trying to feel like they're highly evolved, and I'm going to go on this journey. I'm going to, starting all over, cut my hair off or shave my hair off. Now I'm going to grow locks. And, I'm on that spiritual journey. You're still the same person you were when you right before you shaved your head off. If you haven't been meditating and centering yourself and doing things that are peaceful and productive in your life, it doesn't matter, shaved head or not. You're still going to be acting and doing the same things that you did before you shaved your head. You're not any different. You're just following a trend. You're just following other people and what they're doing, and not connecting with what your life's mission is supposed to be about. So, there it is. I just had to say it. Thanks for joining me today for this heartfelt talk about freeform dreadlocks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to just follow your own path. No matter what that is, follow your own path. It's your own spiritual path, not someone else's. Looking at somebody else's and wishing your dreadlocks look like theirs. Looking at somebody else and wishing you had their life and look like them. It's fucked. Realize that. You have your own life and your own spiritual journey to live. So stop looking at yourself in the mirror so many times and taking all these photos. Stop waiting for the grass to grow. Because when you stop looking at the grass, it starts growing. If you stop obsessing over it, just every single day, looking at every little inch that grows, or every little whatever about your hair, just let it be. Let it do what it's supposed to do. That's the beauty of freeform dreadlocks. Let them do as they want. Keep them clean and let them do as they want. That's simple. Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos with your friends and family. And thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. I just had to make a video talking about this because I just see these people making these videos. They don't even have dreadlocks. And they're just talking about it. They've had dreadlocks in the past, right? They just cut their dreadlocks off or whatever, but they're speaking on it as if, I don't think you should be, because if you don't have dreadlocks, there's gonna be people coming to your channel, and they're just starting their dreadlock journey, and then they come and see you with no dreadlocks, but you're talking about dreadlocks. It becomes confusing for some people. Not all people, but for some people. Some people are looking to find someone that they can listen to who has freeform dreadlocks, who kind of has the same texture of hair as they do, to see how their journey is going. Not to go and see somebody who doesn't have dreadlocks talking about dreadlocks and how you should maintain dreadlocks and everything like that. I don't know. It's interesting. It just seems like those people that are still talking about the dreadlock journey and the different types of dreadlocks out there that don't have dreadlocks secretly wish they still had them, but they don't want to invest the time in it. It depends on what kind of dreadlocks you decide to. It depends on what kind of dreadlock journey you go on. You could go on the sister locks journey. You can go on the traditional locks journey. You could go on the freeform dreadlocks journey. You know, the retwist journey. I mean, it's all up to you. But I think that people are listening too much to other people when it comes to making decisions in their life. And they're looking at everybody else, and then they're wanting everybody else to look at them to see if they're doing okay. One way you can see if you're doing okay is by meditating. Before you get up and do anything in the day, sit down and connect with your inner guide. Connect with yourself. Because you're the one that ultimately knows all the answers of what you need to be doing here on this planet, on your spiritual path, not somebody else. Not somebody else with some dope ass dreads, things, dreads that you think are really dope and you want them too. Why are people wanting to look like somebody else other than what they are? They're running away from themselves. You get to continue to be that person that runs away from yourself and tries to look like somebody else, or you can appreciate and love what you have right before you in the mirror. Every time you wake up, look at yourself and say, I love what I see in the mirror, and I don't need to look like anyone else but who I am. So with that said, thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares. Thank you for your kind comments. And yeah, let me know how your journey is going. And just stay true to you. Prayers, blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.